everyone, how are you? Alright, so today we have Peggy, and she likes to wear her French quite a bit more neutral. So I'm going to use Cremelle and Ivory for her tip for the white. And the combination of these creates a really nice neutral French that has a bit more coverage. So we like to do this on her because she likes her white not to be too thick. And so she's got great amount of natural white here, but some of her other ones, they come up quite a bit higher. So by using the Cremelle and the Ivory, we can help camouflage her own natural nail a little bit more. And she just loves this color combination. So I'm going to say hi to Peggy. So I'm going to be applying this just like I do a French with Delicate and Blush, or with Polar. I do the same type of thing. But I'm going to do my first coat of Cremelle, and then I'm actually going to do the second coat of Cremelle and then the Ivory. So Cremelle is a good all-over nude just for any time anyways. I'm going to make sure you get your hands on the little dots in there. Okay, so take your wipe and your brush, and you want to wipe off or brush off your Cremelle off the tip. You don't want to have your Cremelle on your tip because you want to make sure your tip is just your white, which in this case is going to be Ivory for the white. So brush that down and brush down. For her fill, I did, go ahead and switch. I did Optibond and Natural on her, and then she's coming right out of the light, and we're going straight into the color. There's no finish filing or anything. So Cremelle is a nice nude all by itself, but I have found that it's really good for people that want a really neutral French. And there's times that we've done it on top of the Ivory as well. Do you like it on top of the Ivory? You like yours even more nude? I can't remember. Do you remember?
I do remember.
So we've done it a couple different ways. We've done it where both coats of Cremelle are underneath the Ivory, and we've done it where like one coat of Cremelle is under it and then one coat is actually on top the entire nail, including the Ivory, to kind of make it even more neutral. And because the Cremelle is slightly translucent, as you can see when I'm putting it on, it lets you do that, putting it over the white and giving it a little bit more of a neutral look. So brush down, get that off the tip, switch. Let me just take a look real quick. So this is your tip. Is that more white than you normally like?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe what we do with her is we do one coat of Cremelle, and then I do the Ivory, and then I do the second coat of Cremelle over the Ivory, and that's going to give everything a little bit more nude of a look. I was just checking she would remember once I got this out. So we're gonna go and do our white layer. And as with all the whites, you can do these with one coat. So you don't have to worry about the Luxio bubbling or wrinkling like you might with other gel polishes, because it doesn't have to cure and dry. It only it only cures. Polish dries and gel cures. When you're dealing with a gel polish that's part gel, part polish, it has to cure and dry. Luxio is 100% gel. You can tell by smelling it, but there's no smell. There's no polish in it. And therefore it only has to cure, so you're not going to have the difference in curing and drying time, which is what gives you the wrinkling problems with gel polishes. Okay, I'm going to wipe my brush. I'm going to wipe these down pretty low because, like I said, the Cremelle is going to mask her own natural nail growing out. Kind of hides it, almost like a coverage pink would. I'm gonna wipe it a couple times till I got my smile how I want. Just double check, make sure it's all how you want. It's nice because the Cremelle is actually a little bit less slippery than maybe blush or delicate tends to be. So your smile line stays put a little bit better than it does on some of the other ones.
Okay. Whenever I do French like that, wiping the smile,
Uh-huh.
cloudy white residue, what am I doing wrong?
You need to wipe your brush off every single time. Put this in. My wipe has just a little bit of gel cleaner on it just so that it doesn't get really linty. Between every single time I wipe, I'm wiping my brush off because otherwise you're just going to keep spreading your white from nail to nail to nail, and that white's going to get all funky on top of your nail bed. So you've got to wipe your brush off pretty much between every single wipe or you're going to end up with a cloudy nail bed. Did that answer the question? Is that good?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Throw them at me. Jessica's here so that you guys can ask questions and she will relay them to me. So please feel free to ask. Again, if you just turned in, I am using Ivory for her tip, and I've done a single coat of Cremelle, both from the Luxio line of accents. And this is on a base of my 30-day manicure layer, which is a hard gel base. With her I used Optibond and Natural, but if you're using LED, then you can use Adhere and Enhance. That's fine as well. So again, wipe your brush, just like that, so your brush is always clean. Very, very important. So swipe, wipe. Swipe, wipe. It becomes just second nature, getting used to wiping it between each.
Aaron Brenhouse says, love the live Q&A opportunity. It's like nail camp all year.
Nail camp all year. Ah, Aaron. Well, that's my goal. So hopefully you guys keep tuning in and then I can keep doing these for you.
Kim Irvine, getting my order together, Jess, do I process directly online?
Yes, just go through and place online and we'll get it sent out to you. I love Kim. I went and taught a class for Kim back in the Northeast. It had to have been at least 10 years ago. Do you remember what year it was, Kim? A long time ago. Okay, again, I'm going to start up here in the corner where her natural nail is.
Are you going to Houston, Texas show in April?
I'm planning to. If anything, I might participate in Nail Olympia. I don't know. I was hoping to run the Akzentz booth. I'm waiting for Athena to find out because I'm doing the Akzentz booth in Oregon, and I talked to her about doing it this year as well. But I am just waiting to find out if that is being arranged. She's been busy getting back from Taiwan, so I think I will be there. Not sure in what capacity. We'll find out.
Jada Cunningham, Jess was wondering if you can do a full set sculpture P and pink and white and marbling.
Well, as soon as I get a client who signs up for one of these are all my real clients, guys. This is real world nails. These are real time. So I happen to have an old client that came in and got a new set. She found me from before yesterday, so I was able to do that set there. I do have a full set happening tonight. I believe I got some toes after Peggy, and then I have a full set. So if you are looking for a full set of sculpture nails, I'm sure they'll be long because it is lovely Lorraine, and she has been absent for a little while because she was moving and stuff, but she's coming back and she is ready for a new set. So they'll be long, and I will do some video for you guys. All right.
Kim Irvine, also I used Grease the soak off layer and they discontinued. I know you use natural on all. What would you suggest now?
If you are used to Brisa Light, I believe Options Clear, the crystal clear, is like a hard version of a soak off gel that some have said is pretty similar in how they use it. I use the crystal clear on clients that tend to have a lot of lifting. They need a little bit more flexibility. I'll use that. But I typically use natural. If you're only using an LED lamp, then you would want to switch to Enhance, or you can try using the OptiBond and the crystal clear. I use 3 different combinations basically on regular clients. It really just depends on their own natural nails. It's like hair. Everybody has a different kind of hair. Some people might have curly, some might have straight, some might have oily. There is no all, purpose shampoo that is perfect for everybody. You can be a nail tech who uses the same gel on everyone, that's fine, but if you want the best results for your individual clients, you've got to learn what products are out there that work best for them. So I do use different combinations for different clients. Now, if I had to choose one to use on everybody, it would be OptiBond and Natural, because that is by far my favorite. As far as long-standing wear and the least amount of lifting and the strongest nail, I feel like that is my favorite. But it's not an LED gel, and so many people are only LED now. So you would have to drop that from your repertoire. If you are doing an LED only lamp, you would do either Adhere and Enhance, or if they need a little bit more flexibility, you can go with Adhere and Balance. And if they need even more flexibility, then you could do OptiBond and Options. So there's different combinations of gels, and a lot of being an awesome nail tech comes to figuring out what works best for your clients, because by doing that, you get the clients that have gone other places and nothing ever worked on me. My friend said that your nails work so good on her. Are you going to be able to find something that works on me? Well, those are the clients that are the ones that will love you forever, because you actually got nails to stay on them. But they may not be wearing the exact same gel that their friend is wearing, because they might have totally different kinds of natural nails. So Akzentz is a different kind of line in that there are so many products, and not every, even the educators, not every Akzentz educator uses the same combination. We have great educators that might use completely different combinations than what I use. But I, by messing with the different combinations, I've figured out what works best on each kind of client, and that makes a big difference.
Obviously in school they teach you to stick with the same system when it comes to base color and top coats. What's your opinion on that?
When it comes to gel polish, that's important simply because, well, it depends. It depends on if you are doing a 100% gel versus a gel polish. So gelish, shellac, those are gel polishes. They're polish with a little bit of gel in it. This is 100% gel. It's a completely different kind of product. So if you were to cover up, say, a shellac base coat with this kind of color, I'm not sure how it would cure, because you are covering up something that has to dry and cure, whereas this is a cure-only product. So I just personally don't know. I'm sure there's nail techs out there that have tried it, and if you have, please feel free to speak up and let these lovely people know, because I couldn't tell you. But when it comes down to, and at school they don't want to have to troubleshoot your problems, and the easiest thing to do, even for a company, is to say, well, or were you using our base coat, were you using our top coat, you're having problems. That's always what it is. Well, not necessarily. You just have to find out what it is. Sometimes it's something like the lamp. If you're using a really weak lamp, for example, OPI lamps do not work with our product very well. They do not cure very well. So if someone's using an OPI lamp, and I will probably immediately say, well, you can't do that. That's not going to work. So you definitely have to kind of trial and error your own thing. If you're going to mix products, it's trial and error. It's like, there's some conversation right now with Luxio over acrylic. I can honestly say I haven't done a full set of acrylic in over 10 years. So I cannot tell you the best way to put Luxio over acrylic. If some of you out there do acrylic and successfully do Luxio over it, again, feel free to speak up, because I would love to know so I can let people know. But it's not something that I do in the salon every day. This is what I do in the salon every day, so this is what I'm showing you guys.
With so many gels, is there a list of Akzentz gels that tells us what's more flexible than others?
There isn't. There is not a list that tells us what's more flexible. But I can tell you that Balance is more flexible than Enhance. Natural is more flexible than Trilite in the UV line. Some of them are very similar. I'm going to have you freeze that for a second. 2, 3, come back. I just had her freeze those 4 fingers, so when I turn it sideways to do her thumb top coat, the top coat didn't run. So no, there isn't a specific list. Soak-off gels are always going to be more flexible, so your options is going to be more flexible than any of your hard gels. But your crystal clear options is designed to be strong, harder than your options clear. So options clear is more flexible than options crystal clear. Why they named them both clear, I don't know. Any other questions? So this is, you know, you can call this an American French, but as you can see, it's a much creamier looking French. So if someone wants something that looks French but looks really neutral, this is definitely one trick that you can pull out for them to give them a more neutral looking French. Awesome. Now my question, Sheree, is are you buffing your acrylic really smooth, or are you leaving it a little bit roughed up? Because I think that might be part of it, is that people are buffing it too smooth. And are you putting base coat on top of your acrylic before you apply the Luxio? Are you using the Luxio base, or are you going straight into color? Okay, freeze that for a second. Okay, come back. Okay, all the way in. Okay, I'm going to take my wipe.
I leave rough after 100 grit file, then sticky bonder.
All right, sticky bonder. What do you mean by sticky bonder? Like a fix-it? What is a sticky bonder? Yeah, I think a lot of people, if they're buffing their acrylic too smooth, that is definitely going to be one way that your Luxio is going to just peel right off, because it's going to be too smooth over that. Okay, so same thing as a fix-it. So try a fix-it. For those of you who are using acrylic, do a fix-it underneath your Luxio color and see if that helps you out. Thank you, Cherie. All right, so then I just finish the edges, make sure my shaping is about what I want. And then I'm going to finish with oil, because as you can see here, see how it looks a little bit hazy and it's not as shiny? It's because there's a little bit of extra gel, just residue left on there. And I could sit and try to scrub it with the wipes, but if you use just your lap towel and some oil, you will finish that. So if you've seen some of my videos where I use the E-file and I go underneath to carve out the C-curve with this shape and her shape of nail, I don't need to do that, because otherwise I would end up misshaping her nails. So that is it for hers. So a little bit different French here for you guys today. So as you can see, totally shiny. That little haze is gone. So thanks for joining me tonight. If you guys want to check out a full set a little bit later, I will tune in when I'm doing product application and filing for the full set.
Dan real quick wants to know, can I email you?
Email me anytime.
Popular Luxios?
Yes, go ahead and do that. And also check my Instagram at Love Nails, because I've been taking pictures of popular Luxio colors for the fall. So if you aren't on my Instagram yet, just go to Love Nails on Instagram and you can see short little snippets of video of some of the popular colors coming in and out of the salon right now. Have a good one. See you guys later.